It's Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024, and I will call the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting to order at 7 p.m. I'm the chair, Sarah Mellish. To my left is Sean Zahn. To his left is Diane Lindquist, and to her left is Rob Scott. And I have on Zoom Georgia Pendergast and John Benares. And Sue Philbrook is sitting in from the planning board. So what we'll do is I'll open the public hearing and then I'll ask you to speak on the application, okay? I move to open the public hearing for the application of Carlos Delgado for a special permit under sections 5.3, 7.2, and 12.5 of the zoning bylaw, and other relief as may be necessary to reconstruct an existing non-conforming residential structure which encroaches into the front setback, adding a deck, a small addition, and expand the second floor at 21 Rockwood Heights Road, Assessor's Map number 32, lot number 126 in District C, filed with the town clerk on August 29, 2024. Do I have a second?
A second.
Sean seconds. Take a roll call vote. Rob?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Georgia?
Yeah.
And Sarah votes yes. Okay. Because we have 6 members present, 5 will be voting. John and Georgia, who are on Zoom. Diane will not be voting, but she'll participate in questions. Okay? So we received your application. We've received a lot of information, and I think it would be helpful for you to explain to us exactly what you're doing and the setback encroachment. Normally, when we get a plot plan, the setbacks are drawn on it, and the one we received, they're not, so it's just a little confusing to us, okay? So if you could just explain what you're trying to, it's my understanding that you went before Conservation Commission,
Yes.
and then you started building, and then you found out you needed a building permit.
Not quite that way.
Okay.
I submitted my contractor submitted the physical permit.
And for the record, would you state your name?
Carlos Delgado.
Okay, thank you.
As I was saying, my contractor submitted the permit to the building inspector.
Okay,
So I believe towards the end of March of this year.
yeah,
He received a correspondence saying that right now we needed an additional permit, which it was a dumpster permit, which I went and paid for.
sure, okay,
To my understanding, I thought that once someone said this to me, I thought that we were ready to go to start the construction.
okay,
So that's what we did. So the middle of August, I came to find out that my permit was not quite approved. That I have to stop construction.
okay,
And that's why we're here.
okay. Okay, so we need to, what we're concerned about is setbacks and height and coverage.
Okay.
We're not concerned about the issues that were before the Conservation Commission, because that's completely separate from us, okay? So if you can just kind of explain what you're doing.
Well, the property right now, there is an existing corner of the property facing the house on the right hand side
Mhm.
is only 17 feet. That's the only area that doesn't conform with the setback that is mandated by
And that's in the front setback, correct? Towards
That's correct.
Rock?
yes.
Okay, okay. But the other side
They are within
is okay.
yes.
It's that corner that faces
Exactly.
yours, but it's the side section.
The side.
It's a side section.
Oh, it's not the front?
Yeah, no, it's a side corner facing the neighbor's house.
So there's 17. Oh, okay.
Yes, on the plot.
It's not the front.
On the plot plan is that's the footage 17 feet. I think that is in a corner. I'm not quite sure as to if it's the side or the front of the house. It's just one corner of the house.
Because the side setback is supposed to be 20 feet.
Right.
Right.
And this,
Okay,
that particular right side corner, which it meets the front and the side, is 17 feet.
okay, so you wrote it in under the front setback, but you meant the side.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, and normally we see properties before the original structure is torn down, so you need to understand the changes you're making.
But in this situation, I'm not turning the house down. I'm just, the second floor, the front of the house was sloping this way. And I
Okay,
just straighten it up.
okay.
So
So-
that's over here.
He's not changing it. My name is Stephen Rullo.
Can you speak a little louder just a bit?
My name is Stephen Rullo, I represent Carlos.
Okay,
He's not changing the footprint at all.
okay,
It's the existing footprint.
yes.
And so that 17-foot setback is not going to be any less.
But did you go up?
Yes.
Okay. So the issue is you've increased the mass in the setback. Because there's more building there than there was before.
Well, before, there was a second floor there, but it was just, the front of the house was sloping down, but the back of the house was existing. Okay.
And you're putting a deck on and an addition on, but that's on the side that's not encroaching into any setback,
That is
correct?
correct, yes.
Okay, so it's a non-conforming structure because it's encroaching into the side setback. And I thought there was something to do with the second floor, and that's what I don't understand.
Increasing the height of the building
Okay,
by 2 feet.
okay,
This
oh, yes, yeah, I did take a picture of that.
was before.
Yeah, right. So you're,
So,
so this, where's the corner in the setback?
on the other side.
Okay, but you're changing this roof line.
Yes, so this roof line is the same, but this coming straight down across. the
Okay,
other side. But the roof line is at that height.
okay. So it's almost like a shed dormer type of thing, but it
Exactly.
isn't.
Exactly.
Okay, so do people understand that?
This is the before or the after?
This is the before, okay. Did you see that, Rob?
And so he's raising it like this.
This is the before,
Oh, I see.
and so he's bringing up the roof line
Mhm.
here,
Okay,
almost like a shed dormer.
and that's within the setback?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the far corner, it's not this corner, it's the back corner there that we don't see. But the whole line is being raised. So I think that was the concern of the building inspector, that because the roof is going up, it's increasing the mass of the building in the setback.
Sure.
Plus it's a non-conforming structure. John, do you have any questions?
No, I don't. I'll just, point out that I noticed that the plot, the lot lines are very unique here. So I understand the challenge of trying to build within the requirements here. So it's a unique, plot plan. So that's what I have to add. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Georgia?
I do have just a couple questions on clarification on the square footage. And I know it may not be in the non-conforming setback. So the application said 1,503 square feet of added square footage, but the write-up that was provided later on said 1,687 square feet. I just want to make sure the plan also did not explicitly call out every new square footage, the retaining wall. So I just wanted to make sure the plot plan matched what you guys had written in the narrative. And what stood out, like the deck, for example, I think in the write-up, it said 377 square feet. But then the plot plan showed, the new deck was only 120 square feet. So I may be picky here, but I just want to make sure the write-up matched the plot plan on the requested impervious.
Right, so we did receive an email this afternoon, that probably did not go to the board because Gail sent it to me. Did she send it to everyone?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Which says that impervious surface area calculations are retaining rock wall 66 square feet, composite deck 377 square feet, and pervious pavers in the walkway of 164 square feet, and pervious pavers in the driveway of 1,080 square feet. Now, that doesn't include the structure.
So I guess I'll clarify my question and just ask, the deck on the plan is 120 square feet, and the deck in the write-up is 377. So I was just wondering where if the deck has been changed, or I just want to make sure where that additional square footage is.
Those measurements came from my architect.
No, I may be being picky here because that square footage is not in the non-conforming setback. But I just want to make sure what's being requested for impervious coverage on the application or the permit matches what is on the plan.
Because I just went to the architect and asked him to provide me with those calculations.
So,
I'm not sure if it was an error on his part.
we have here, is the deck on the first floor?
It's
Yes, well, the house, yes, is on the first floor, absolutely.
Okay, so we have a framing plan here. And it shows something over it. Is there a second floor that sticks out over the first floor deck? See, this is what we have in the framing plan. This is first floor, so this is the deck, but what's that? Is that second floor or?
No, what it is, before, this used to be a porch, so I enclosed it and went all the way up with it. So now, this line, that's the, I believe that's the old, picture. So this wall here, so this was an open porch,
Okay,
now is,
so you close this in.
yes,
Now where's the deck?
the deck is right here.
Okay. Got it. And so the deck is,
On the side of the house. That's the front entrance right here.
okay.
That's the deck.
You got a rough sketch, it kind of gives you it's the section of it. What that part of the house that faces the back.
Yes.
That helps you picture it.
But do we have dimensions on that deck?
This,
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's-
That's the front.
that's his spec that they're talking about.
But they don't have dimensions.
30 feet by 6 feet by 430.
Where are you looking? That's not the deck.
This time.
No, the deck's over here.
I think there may be a little confusion too because there's two decks.
Two decks.
Yeah, there's 2 decks.
I'm talking about the deck that's in the rear of the house. If you're looking at it, that is kind of an accessory deck.
But he said he's
Nothing.
enclosed that.
that's enclosed.
So he enclosed that section on the rear. The only deck is the one on the side. And that's new.
Oh, okay, I have that, but I thought the deck on the left side of the home was being enclosed and getting an addition on the top, and then the back of the home, if you're looking at it, there would be a 10 by 12 deck, is what
No,
he was
it's
proposing.
other way
Okay.
around.
Got it, all right.
Does that make sense to people? I hate the fact that it's double-sided printing on still.
It's really a first floor addition on the footprint of the existing deck.
porch. I think he said it was an existing porch
Right.
that he enclosed.
Existing deck.
And that's in the
It's not-
rear.
Right, but it's not so much over it, which suggests a second story that's on it.
Right, in the first floor, he extended the back
Got it.
out over that porch. The existing porch. We have, on the A1, we do have the existing, which I think shows, if you look at the second box down, it shows the existing decks, and it doesn't have the deck on the side. Look at A1 for existing. Yeah, okay, see this one over here? That one. I think that's the existing two decks on the back,
Oh, I see what you're saying, okay, gotcha.
and that's what he's saying he's enclosed.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And then he's adding a deck on this side that doesn't show here because this is the existing conditions.
Right.
Do you get that, Rob?
I think so.
I'll show you.
It's not the information we usually get, so
Yeah.
it's confusing for us.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
So on A1, so this is the existing deck in the back,
Okay,
and that's what he's enclosed.
I see, okay.
And then he's adding a deck on this side.
Okay, and that's where that 120 square feet is.
No, the 377,
37. Oh, the 377 is the deck.
new deck.
That's the deck.
So where's the 120 coming from?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, so I saw on the plan, if you look on the plan, it says proposed deck 10 by 12,
Right,
and then, covered porch 4 by 9. So I was just wondering how he calculated.
300.
Yeah, if you look at the plan that has the red and the green, where he really highlighted the added, it does say proposed deck 10 by 12.
Either 120. So this was all the original to here.
Right,
It went out to here. It's going up.
right. Yeah, and that shows that new roof line.
Yeah,
That was on elevation.
calculating it, the architect made an error. I calculated it came to 120.
Okay, so it's a 10 by 12 new deck.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
Perfect, that answers my
Thanks,
question.
Georgia.
Thank
Okay, and so you're on A5. So if people look at A5, that shows the new roof line and the increase in mass in bedroom number 2. And have you talked to the neighbor on that side?
Yes, I have.
Does she have any concerns about the building that's being done?
So the contract is very happy for what I'm doing.
Okay.
I spoke with pretty much all the neighbors around me, and
Okay,
they're all looking forward to this
okay.
project.
Getting rid of redoing a house that wasn't in very good condition.
You could see the house. It was completely covered by trees and a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Rob, do you have any questions?
Is this a single family or a multi-family?
Single family.
Single family, okay. There's a note in here that refers to a demising wall and it's requiring a fire rating. So is that just a general note or is there,
Gonna be general note.
It's a general note.
The only wall is the retaining wall outside.
I don't have any other questions. So.
And on the floor plan, you showed an office and across from the office, a waiting room.
Yes, that's towards the back. There's gonna be a dining room, kitchen, and family room.
Okay, so the waiting room is a family room.
And the waiting room is like for non-family members. Because I don't want to bring someone comes to visit me.
Okay,
I'm not gonna bring all the way into the kitchen, dining room, and everything, so I put there like a living room.
but it's
slash
not a waiting room for the office.
No,
Okay, okay.
Like a parlor,
What?
like a parlor.
Yeah, got it.
this office is not gonna be for the public, it's just for me to work at all.
Okay. Do you have any more questions, Rob?
No.
Diane, do you have any questions? No. John? You're looking with puzzle.
Yeah. Nope, I think I'm okay.
There's no members of the public in the room. Is there any member of the public on Zoom who wishes to be heard on this application? If so, please raise your hand in Zoom. Don't see anything. I only see one member of the public and they're not raising their hand. Okay? Are we ready for me to, are we ready to close the public hearing?
Yeah.
I keep looking at you. You're confusing.
Usually,
know.
usually there's somebody sitting over there.
I move to close the public hearing and have the board enter into deliberations with respect to the application. Do I have a second?
I was thinking,
John, second. Take a roll call vote. John?
Yes.
Georgia?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
Sean?
yes.
And Sarah votes yes. Okay. What are people's thoughts?
I can go first, Sarah. I'm okay with it.
Okay, thanks, John.
Also second, I think it's an improvement to what's there now, it's a minimal, knowing it's non-conforming, it doesn't seem like it's atrociously encroaching more than it is, and I'd be okay with that.
It's not a mega mansion. Rob, what are your thoughts?
The lot is very, very large and, just increasing the volume of the house that's there by going up, I don't think it's gonna be a detriment, so I'm okay with it.
John,
Yeah, I think I'm okay with it, Sarah. I can't-
do you have any thoughts, Diane?
If I were voting, I would vote in favor.
Okay. Okay, with that, I'll make a motion. I move to approve the application of Carlos Delgado for a special permit under sections 5.3, 7.2, and 12.5 of the zoning bylaw, and other relief as may be necessary to reconstruct the existing non-conforming residential structure which encroaches into the side setback, adding a deck, small addition, and expanding the second floor at 21 Rockwood Heights Road, Assessor's Map number 32, lot number 26, in District C, filed with the town clerk on August 29, 2024. Based on a finding, the new deck, addition, and the second floor expansion are in harmony with the purpose and intent of the bylaw, will not be substantially more detrimental or injurious to the neighborhood in which it is located than the existing non-conforming structure, and the requirements and conditions under section 12.5.2 of the zoning bylaw for the grant of a special permit have been met. Based on the conditions, the construction project proceeds in accordance with the plot plan of land prepared by David P. Terenzoni, PLS, dated November 15th. There's two of them. Dated November 15th, revised, 2023, revised January 18th, 2024, and substantially in accordance with the following plans prepared by Savoy Nolan Architects LLC dated April 8, 2024. A1, existing conditions. A2, proposed first floor plan. A3, proposed second floor plan. A4, proposed elevations. A5, A6, A7, proposed sections. We don't need to include the framing, I don't think. Do I have a second?
A second.
Sean seconds. Any discussion? I'll go to the vote. John,
Yes.
Georgia,
Yes.
Rob,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
and Sarah votes yes. And I will write it. Who would like to review it?
I can do that.
Sean will review it. We technically have 90 days. I will attempt to do it more quickly than that. Once it's filed with the town clerk, there's then a 20-day right of appeal. It's my understanding the building inspector will issue a building permit as soon as we file the decision with the town clerk, and then you can proceed at your own risk before the appeal period's up if you choose to do so.
Thank you.
Okay? So you're all set.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is my card to put with the file. just in case
Oh, great.
anything comes up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Have a nice evening. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. We now move to administrative matters. The August 28th meeting minutes. I made some changes. So, under the second paragraph, it starts 2 additions. And I said 2 additions are proposed. Wait a minute, let me find it. 2 additions are proposed. One 15 feet by 36 feet for the Mason ceremonial room on the south-facing wall of the existing structure by the sewer plant, which will extend the existing encroachment into the setback an additional 15 feet. Okay, that was that sentence. And then I changed the next paragraph to say, the other proposed addition for the town is 30 feet by 50 feet on the front west side of the existing structure. The addition, an existing ceremonial room, will become offices, an activity room, and a multi-purpose room for large meetings. And then I left the wraparound desk, and that's the only, those are the 2 changes I made.
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify the size of things and whose addition was for whom. Okay. So do I have a motion to approve the August 28th meeting minutes with my, as amended?
Make a motion.
John will make a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Rob seconds. Any discussion? Okay, so Georgia won't vote because she wasn't there. I'll take a vote. John?
Approved.
Sean?
Approved.
Rob?
Approved.
Diane?
Yes.
And Sarah votes yes. Okay, minutes are done. Gail, am I correct that we have no outstanding decisions?
We're current.
Good.
That's a record.
You're right, John, it is.
I did the Masons decision before the minutes were finalized. I think the appeal period's up real soon too. It may already be up, I don't know. Is there anything else anybody wants to raise before we go into executive session?
When will we go move, when are you thinking about moving the meeting, site visits again?
Oh, for November.
Go move.
So for November, we have 5 applications.
Jeez. I hope they're not like the last one.
2 are for variances to attach existing garage accessory structures that meet the setbacks to put a walkway to attach them to the main house. So they need a variance because they don't meet the setback for the primary structure. 1 is a swimming pool, and then the other 2 are kind of miscellaneous special permit. Okay. So we'll be moving the site visits to Saturday. And I think we start them at 9:30, don't we?
I believe that is correct.
Is that okay with everyone? That works. Okay,
Works for me.
okay. So we'll start that in November, and then we carry that through to whenever it starts getting light again. Because it's now getting dark about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
And then we have the time change November 3rd, so,
Oh, it's late.
yeah. Yeah,
So when is the date in November for our meeting?
okay. It is,
It's the 20th. The week before Thanksgiving,
so the
November
site,
20th.
yeah, Wednesday the 20th, and so the site visit would be on November 16th,
I see. Okay.
okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a conflict on the 20th.
Okay. And then the December meeting will be on the 17th, so the site visit will be on the 14th.
And Sarah, you said those are at 9:30?
Yes,
Okay,
is that okay?
yeah, that's great.
Sarah, I'm sorry, when's the December meeting?
December 18th. Yep. I'm not a morning person,
Oh, I
Georgia.
have that on.
Didn't we,
So November, we had to
That's
move,
for them.
what? So November and December, we moved them to the 3rd Wednesday, because in November, the 4th Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and in December,
Yep.
the 4th Wednesday is Christmas Eve.
Right.
So that's
Okay.
why.
So
Okay.
I'll have conflicts, those 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And then in January, we'll go back
We'll
to
go
the
back.
4th Wednesday.
Got it.
Yep,
Yeah, thanks.
okay. That's why I kind of changed them all to the 3rd, so they'd all be
Yep.
consistent. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the 3rd Wednesday actually runs into problems because it's school vacation week in like April and February, so,
Always something.
yeah, calendar's difficult, okay.
If
Any,
there's a site visit in December, it'll be on the 14th.
right,
yeah, that's great.
if we're unlucky enough to get more applications. Okay.
Okay.
So with that, I will make a motion to move into executive session for MLG Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to litigation, since the chair declares that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the litigation position of the ZBA and not to return to open session. Do I have a second?
A second.
John seconds. This is a roll call vote. John,
Yes.
Georgia,
Yeah.
Rob,
Yes.
Diane,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
and Sarah votes yes.
Have fun.
You can close the door on your way out.
Well, Sarah,